welcome, and welcome back to another episode. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, week, month, or year. We are out of Capricorn season. Thank God for me. Well, I appreciate you guys, you Capricorns out there, but I got my moon in Capricorn, so I always go through it during January. That's okay. We all go through stuff. We all go through stuff, and maybe that's okay. But I didn't realize that I had to walk away from all of those people who were living my life for me, instead of me, for me. And I was trying to live their lives too. And I was trying to fix them so that they could love me right. And I was trying to go to the other side of peace, of love, of light. I was trying to go to the other side. Okay. What have we got going on in the collective today? This is going to be a fun video. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. I'm going to go get my tarot cards. Alright, so we have today a little bit of a mixed bag of energy because I haven't been at this collective reading for a while, so I'm going to pick up on a bunch of stuff, and that might be what is needed, maybe what is not. I don't know. Let's get into it, baby. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Anakin. The force is strong over here, and with you, I'm sure. But come on, join me for a reading. Let's go. This is my guru, by the way. This guy's name is Neem Karoli Baba. Go pick up this book if you would like. It's a really good book. Miracle of Love by Ram Dass. Okay, let's get into it. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while. We have leadership energy, King of Wands, masculine, creative, directed force. Sitting back and looking at what is in front of us today. What is in front of you? And I'm not going to say that there's anything grandiose yet in this reading that's in front of you, but there is things that you are looking at, wanting to create, getting ideas about, receiving the inspired, epiphanic downloads about. By the way, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who uses that word, epiphanic. Please start using it. Epiphanic. Epiphany. An epiphanic download. Bow, 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 bow. All right. What am I doing? Shooting guns. Shooting guns of love at the people. Okay. So it looks like there's a decision coming up. And it might feel like your emotions are at a standstill right now. It might feel boring. Two of Swords energy. There's a boredom. There's a discomfort. There is a sort of a lack of knowing what to do, lack of clarity. It's okay. You know, you have to sit with your feelings. You have to let the waters calm down. And they are calm, not stirring anymore. You're flat-footed. I mean, you're on flat ground, right? But there's a decision that you are making right now inside of your mind. Let me help you make that decision. Let's see what the options are. Let's look at the pathways in front of us. Okay. Because I feel like you're this King of Wands, but notice, he's not looking in the direction of the Two of Swords. He's looking away. He's looking away from it, but he's also looking forward. Okay? What is he looking to? Ooh. He's looking at his past. Look at that. He's looking at his past. He is he's thinking about where he wants to go and where he has gone. And so this is the masculine side of you in your life, sort of reflecting on where you've been, what you've experienced, what lessons you've learned, what you've gained, what gifts that you've accumulated, and how you're going to bring those into a better future. But what I think is going on as well is you are letting go of versions of yourself that would allow people to come in who did not respect your time, space, energy, or alignment. And you're getting those people out of there. I know it, you know it, we know it. We are aligned with each other, I'm pretty sure. So now that we got that out the way, I feel like that's what the thoughts have been on. That's what the thinker has been sort of thinking about. Who do I want to let go of? Who do I want to go? What do I want to have? What's going on? But it's sort of like lack of clarity. There's all this confusion. Yeah, la, 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 la. Okay, let's bring it down to center. Let's see what Spirit has to say to you. Okay, Ace of Cups. They're saying definitely, if you've been getting the intuitive download to let go of people in your life, Ace of Cups in reverse, let go of opportunities in your life that may be costing you. Conversation that I just had with somebody on the phone today was, we were talking about doing the thing that feels good, okay? And we had brought up substances and using substances, and I said, well, because we were talking about discussing, well, do the thing that feels good always. And how do you know if it's the right thing to do? Well, you know by your feeling, okay? And I said, well, I don't know if that's necessarily true. Take substances, for example. If you use substances, it usually feels very good, right? Well, we divulged into a couple different topics there. The first topic that I went into is, okay, well, you read a book. This is an example, sort of a metaphor for this substance abuse, right? And I said, well, if you read the book and you read the first chapter and then you skip to the end of the book, you read the last chapter, know how the book ends, is the book as fun to read? Are you going to want to read the book? Are you going to want to do it? Are you going to want to do that stuff? Because all of the juicy, amazing deliciousness is inside of that book. But if you know the ending, it's sort of not as delicious anymore. You sort of milked it already, right? You lost what you could get out of it. Well, I said, well, maybe substances are like that. You know, you read the ending of the book before you even started reading it. And so now, going through the process of gaining the wisdom and gaining the ability to reach that state of consciousness, it's almost like now reading the book sort of seems like, it's all this work, but you would have already had to do it anyways to get to the end of the book. It's just you skip to the end. Substances. Okay. Jeepers creepers. What else? I'm going to have to skip it back to see what else I was talking about with this guy. I just had a brain fart. Which might be coming up a little bit with the Two of Swords energy. It's that brain fart, that confusion. Things coming in, not being sure about what to do, how to do it. Okay. And now I'm circling back to the other point that we made in that conversation, which was, well, the substance feels good right now. And if we're following our feelings, why don't we choose the substance? Weed, nicotine, harder drugs, alcohol, whatever it is, right? Why don't we choose that? And I said, well, the wisdom, herein lies the wisdom. The wisdom is that I don't just want to feel good right now. I want to feel good always. I want to feel as good as I can for as much and long as I can, right? And so if you take a substance, you do feel really good. But then there's always a come down where you feel bad. And so you're on this wave, right? And it's like, do you want to cultivate an energetic awareness where you're on this wave and you're having to go through this cycle? Or would you rather just stay up here, stay risen, stay high vibrational, right? And so what is the opportunity cost of the thing that feels good? Does it feel good right now at the expense of your future self? And if that's the case, then is your goal to feel good always or just right now? And so do what makes you feel good, but do what makes you feel good always, not just what makes you feel good right now and will have an expense later, a cost. Bam. Ace of Cups in reverse. That's what Spirit sort of wants to tell you today. Okay? Opportunity cost. The Hermit in reverse. The Hermit in reverse is, I feel like I want to pull out the book definition of this. Okay? I feel like I want to pull out the book definition. Usually it's about, like the hermit coming out of hermitude, or maybe not even being enough. So I'm going to read it here. There not being enough hermitude. Maybe there is too much hermitude, maybe not enough. Let's see what the reverse has to say, okay? Okay, so in order for you to move forward, that's the question we ask. We're going through a little bit of a back and forth. We're going through a little bit of confusion as a collective. You're figuring out what do you want to leave behind? Who do you want to leave behind? What are you not willing to entertain anymore? The Hermit in reverse tells me And based on the book definition, it says that the seeker has not heeded wise advice. Okay? Tell me about this advice. The moon. Not heeded wise advice. Something having to do with emotions. Okay? Spirit is pointing at your emotions, wanting you to go within and look at your emotions and give to yourself. It's extremely important right now that you serve you. Okay? That you're taking very good care of what you eat, what you drink, how you sleep. Okay? You're taking very good care of your emotional space, making space for it, expressing yourself, having a creative outlet, making sure that you're interacting with human beings. Okay? This is all going to help you. Make sure that it's benefiting you. Make sure that you're doing it in the spirit of motherly nurturing yourself. Okay? Spirit is pointing at your emotions and wanting you to make them the primary focus of your life right now. Your emotional state. How do you feel? Are you hungry? Are you sleepy? Are you tired? Are you thirsty? Are you active? Are you stir crazy? Do you need to move? Do you need to talk to somebody? Find how you feel. Nurture these feelings, okay? Because what we're moving to being sort of one or two dimensional, in that this one thing over here makes me feel good and is what I really love, and this other one thing over here is what I really love and makes me feel good. We're becoming multifaceted. We're allowing those things to spread through our life, right? And I know for a lot of you that's already the case. You already have a lot of things that you really love to do and that make you feel good all of the time. And so there are these honey holes all over your house and your town and where you live, in your car, whatever, where you can go to feel good and get that little, either dopamine or serotonin or endorphin from the gym, from random act of kindness, or from completing a task, right? So you have all of these different things to access. And what Spirit wants you to do is make that make your life and you feeling good and living good your primary freaking focus right now. Because there's a lot of confusion I'm feeling. Okay? Let's look at that. Death. Makes sense. Makes sense. There's a transformation happening. There's a version of you that's getting left behind. There's opportunities that the old you, that you're currently sort of letting go of, would have said yes to, that the new you would never say yes to, because you're in a different place now. Certain people in your life that you brought in because you were you were at a place where you were sort of unhealed, and then now you're letting them go because you're healed now. Okay? These are all things that are happening right now. Let's keep on going. Let's see where this death is leading. To new life, action. Ace of Wands, primordial energy. Okay? Energy that you cannot see or hear or taste or touch or smell, but you can feel it. Okay? It's being handed to you. Knight of Swords. So if you've been feeling lethargic, if you've been feeling like you haven't been able to move, like things have just been slow, paced, it's been hard. Could be Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn is like that. Now we're going into Aquarius. Fast, air, moving energy. Clearing up that headspace, getting that clarity. Moving, creating, unlocking, unleashing that inner child. Bringing back those nostalgic, good feeling thoughts and memories that surge into your future. Okay, these are all things that are happening with Aquarius. However, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse. What is this Ace of Swords in reverse? I feel like it's an untruth. I'm hearing untruth. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, going down the wrong path, pushing up against the wheel, not going with the flow, but going against the flow. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We have the Devil in reverse. So that's the obstacle there. So you are, it looks like Knight of Swords, Ace of Wands, heavily going to be feeling inspired action, inspired energy. And you will be actively having to run away from this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Devil in reverse situation. Knight of Wands in reverse. These are people who want what you have, who are jealous of you, who might be, definitely jealous or envious because they like how you look. They love how you look. They're very magnetized to you. You are luring to them. You are seductive to them. You're like it's almost like these people, whoever this is, could be one, could be many, they're obsessed with you, okay? but you're running away from them. You're getting the inspiration to do so. Breaking free from these chains, Eight of Swords in reverse, breaking free of the bondage. But what has to happen? This is another thing that we brought up in the conversation that I was having. What has to happen? What is the lever that needs to be pulled for you to get moving, for you to get into action? What needs to happen, okay? And you might be wondering, you might be asking yourself that question. Man, I know what I need to do. I know how I can do it. I just don't feel like doing it. I don't feel that energy to do it. Where is that from? Where is that coming from? Well, we're going to go back. We're going to go back to where Spirit said, hey, we already told you earlier, okay? I don't know when they told you, but they told you, focus on your emotions. Hermit in reverse, you may have not focused on your emotions. You may have gone away from that. And so now they're bringing you back. They're saying, hey, no, we want you here. We want you completely focused on how you feel in every moment. You're pure. You can either be pure positive or pure whatever you are, but you're pure energy. And so Spirit is reminding you of that, bringing you back into your own emotional center and core. And I'm almost seeing like memories coming through. Memories of when you were at a higher vibrational frequency. And these memories are going to serve to sort of lock you into an emotional set point that keeps you above the stormy waters that you're currently or have been in recently. Okay? And this is the right decision. I'm telling you. There's people, person, whatever this is, devil in reverse, wheel of fortune in reverse. They want you to work against the wheel of time. They want you to work against yourself. Go against the flow. And so you've already made the decision with judgment. You've already decided to walk away. That inspiration comes when you go back and focus on what's really important, what really matters, and what you know you need to focus on. And if you don't know it yet, you're going to receive it in dreams or in memory downloads, okay? I keep on hearing memory. Okay, I don't know what exactly I'm hearing about the memory, but I keep on hearing memory, and I'm getting flashbacks in my own memory to a time when I was sort of like just floating. I didn't have a job, I didn't have a place to live, I was living at my mom's, whatever, right? But there was this energetic awareness that I had, and so I'm feeling like Spirit wants you to bring out that sort of curiosity again of a child, of like, what is this instrument of the human body, and how do I move around the energy in this human body? And if I have pain, if I have a belief that's not serving me, if I have a manifestation that I do not like in my existence, be curious. Spirit wants you to get curious and start asking the questions. You don't need to find the answers in the books or the tablets or the videos or the scripture or the whatever you want to look at. All you have to do is ask Spirit. This is what Spirit is telling me directly right now. Ask. And it is given. The answer will always come to you. And the more you ask, maybe ask for something small, get an answer. The more you ask and get answers, the more you show yourself proof that this works, the stronger it gets, the bigger you can ask for. So might as well start asking now. Okay. The Fool. Perfect. Okay, I feel like I'm going to end it right there. The Fool. You have been asking. When the Fool comes out, I can tell. You know, it's either the start of a journey or the end and start of a journey. Okay, it's like you're either starting something or you're ending something and starting something. I feel like this is one of those 22s, okay? You're ending something and you're starting something. You're walking away. You've been wondering. You've been walking. You've been asking. You've been wanting to get clear of all of this weight, whatever this weight is, okay? Of compulsion or this weight of guilt or this weight of you've been wanting to get this weight off of your body, but you haven't known how. Here's the answer. Focus on how you feel. Allow. Okay, I want to go ask actually more about this devil situation. What do we do here? Okay? You've already done it. You've already done it. You've already realized that the new is better than the old. The future is going to be different than the past. You've realized that the past is the past, and that you may not be able to change these people, but you're going to be able to change you. And that's the realization that you needed to move on. Yeah, healing. This is now healing. All of this gunky, pushing against the water, swimming against the flow, not being able to really come up with what you want, not knowing what you desire, all of this is going out the window. Okay? The fool is coming in and saying, we're free, and we're going to be free. All right? Catch you later. Bye-bye.